But now, what if we want to define something in binary, which is the most basic form? Okay, so in binary, we have only two values, which are 0 and 1. No more, no less, just 2. Okay? So first we have decimal 10, hexadecimal 16, and in binary only 2. As you may know, computers work in binary. So if I want to define the most basic data type, which is an unsigned char, which is a byte, it's a plain byte. How I do it is we do 0b, okay, and then we define the actual individual bits of a byte. So a byte has 8 bits. So if I want to write a number 0, or if I want to write a number 1, for example, I will start by typing seven zeros and 1 at the end. Okay, so let me check if I have 8 digits right here. So yeah, I have 8 digits. So if I print the number, I will have the number 1. And if I want the number 2, as you may know, I have to do the following, end in 1 0, which means 2 in binary. Okay, so that's 2. And 1 1 is 3. So it's 3, and so on, so on, and so on. And of course, if I put 8 ones, what we have here is the number 255, which is the largest number that can fit in an unsigned char or in a byte. So if I print this, I'll get 255. So now we also know how to print decimal variables, hexadecimal variables, and binary variables. Actually, definitions of variables. So what else do we have to learn? Well, I can now change the content of the number. So that was 255. But if I want to decrease the number by one digit, 1 by 1, how do I do it? Well, the first way I can do it, it will be number equals number minus 1, okay? Which means assigned to number the current value of number, but minus 1. So if we run this, we have 254. So number was 255 minus 1, 254. But this is kind of large to write, and there's a more efficient way. If we want to decrease the number, we can also do minus equals 1, which is exactly the same. What this means is subtract 1 from number and store it on number. So let's run to check if we have the same result. And yes, we have the same result. And lastly, the last way we can decrease it by 1 is number minus minus. Okay? If we run again, you can see we have still 254, which is great. Okay, now this notation minus equals 1 is the one we will be learning a bit more about this, because this doesn't only work with 1, it can be maybe 5. Okay, so if I subtract 5, as you can see, 250, but it doesn't only work with minus or subtraction, it also works with multiplication, for example, or division or something like that. Okay, so for example, number divided by 5, so 51, as you can see. Okay, so any operation really, or number modulus 5, which is 0 because it's a multiple of 5. Okay, awesome. So now we know how to do this. But what if I want to... So right here I am modifying the previous variable I defined right here. Okay,